Hey, welcome back to my channel. I am Natja. I am a picture book artist and a freelance illustrator from the Netherlands. Since a couple of weeks the temperatures really started to drop. So I've been getting nice and comfortable and warm in my art studio. I also went on a little trip and I'm going to tell you all about this today. So this month I visited another city called Utrecht. It's in the Netherlands, but not in the south of the Netherlands. I'm from the south, and so I traveled by train with my husband. We had some time together to enjoy each other's company, get some Christmas presents, and I also factored in some time to visit one of my favorite art supply stores. It's called Swaak. I thought it would be nice to take you along on a little shopping trip, show you the store and the products they have, and also my favorite products that I got there. When I was in the art supply store, I bought a lot of things. I bought more than last time. So I got this huge bag full of art supplies. I will be showing all of the contents of this bag and maybe even, no, for sure, do a little demo. I'm going to try out some of the supplies, some of which are new, some of which are just my regular favorites. Come on and hop in a train with me and I'll see you in Utrecht. It's been a couple of weeks since I went to Utrecht, so I haven't touched the bag since. So it's a surprise for me too, a little bit, to see what's inside and to rediscover all of these goodies. So let's start. So firstly, I purchased one of my favorite graphite pencils. They added a little box around it, which is nice. And I mentioned this in my previous video in which I went shopping, but I do like to use these very soft graphite pencils. I also use other brands besides Staedtler, but this is a very nice one. I always have a lot of these pencils at hand when I'm drawing, so I can never have enough of these. They are very soft, which makes it easy to sketch in my sketchbook. I got the 4B, the 7B and the 8B. 100% cotton, 300 grams paper, and it is a really nice paper. It's one of my favorites. So my favorite brand, Caran, also has a very nice watercolor paper that I've used for years, but since a couple of years they also had a lot of shipping issues within Europe. So then I went to look for other watercolor paper and I found this brand which is used a lot by artists globally. It's called Artlist, and I always make sure to have 100% cotton paper. It's 300 grams and it's hot pressed. I use a fine grain, so the paper doesn't have a lot of texture, and I really like that because my illustrations can get quite detailed and I like a smoother texture of the paper. And as I'm working on a new book in the next year, I thought I could use a block that's glued down on the edges, as you can see here. I already have a smaller one of these, and it's just a really nice paper. Pardon the stains, it's watercolor. So it's glued down, which means you don't have to tape the edges yourself. And when you're ready to take the paper out, you can just insert a knife in here and get the page off and move on to the next one. So it's very convenient. I also have the same paper, it's the same size actually, in a block that's not glued down. So for this one I do need to tape the paper down, and it can be handy because I can just quickly get the paper out. And it's whatever you prefer, and for each project I prefer something else really. So this time around I also wanted to try some new materials. I really like painting with gouache paint. I normally use these gouache paints, and I've been seeing these ones online. They're liquid and they can be used straight away. They don't have to be watered down. I really wanted to check these out. They're from Liquitex and it's acrylic gouache. I went for the primary colors, so I can just mix and blend my own colors because I'm not sure yet what I will think of this. So I thought I will not get the whole package and all the colors immediately. So I'm really curious to test this one out. These are also new to me. It's Caran Oil Pastels. I hope I'm not butchering all of these brand names. I'm sorry if I do. I've been using some pastels to add some extra texture to my illustrations lately, and I really love it. And I was wondering what this oil pastel would do for my illustrations. I can see there's a lovely texture here, so I can't wait to try them out. I don't know if you can see, but the texture looks really yummy. I can't wait to add this to my art. They look so neat. I'm almost afraid to smudge this, but it will definitely happen. I really love the vibrancy of these colors. I can't believe I waited 2 weeks to open these. These really look incredible. Oh. So I also wanted to try something entirely new. Try a different technique. So I got these Lino printing supplies, and there are a bunch of them, so we'll just show them real quickly. So I really like the black and white Lino prints. I haven't made them before, but I've been wanting to try this for ages, and I never really took the leap to try it out for myself. I got this essentials kit. It has ink, an ink roller, this tool, oh my god, I don't know any of the terms. I really need to dive into this. I really need to look at some YouTube videos and see what I'm going to create with this and how. So I've got these carving blocks, and well, I'm probably not the best one to explain this, but what I imagine I'm going to do is create a sketch on top of the block and then cut out the pieces that I don't want to have printed on the paper, and then add the ink and make a print on paper. I actually also have the printing paper already. A lot of my prints, my regular prints, are made on biotop paper, 300 grams. So I also purchased this paper for this printing technique. So I think I have all the tools. So I bought this tracing paper to create the sketch and transfer it to the block, so I will have it in the original position that I made it, if that makes any sense. So I never used tracing paper for my own sketches, so I'm really curious. These are two other items that are a little bit in the miscellaneous section. So this rope I didn't get at Swaak. This is something really special. When I went to Swaak, they celebrated their 130 year of existing as a shop. I was gifted this limited edition can with watercolor postcards inside. And I got the can and I wasn't sure what was inside yet. So when I got home and looked at what was inside, I was so happy. It's a really nice gift. They are postcards and you can paint on top of the postcard, and at the back you can write an address. And I'm definitely going to use these to create some lovely illustrations, maybe something for my shop. So I'm really happy that I have visited the store this year, and I was able to receive this very nice gift. There's one last thing that I couldn't find in Utrecht, and I ended up ordering online. And it's this watercolor sketchbook. Let's unwrap it together. So I will link this shop down below. This was a really nice package to open with the wrapping paper, and it's been a sketchbook that I have been eyeing for some time. I recently uploaded a video in which I sketched in another sketchbook, which was really not meant for watercolor, and I still regret making it in that sketchbook, and also kind of regret that video, but okay, well, let's just leave it there because I'm still learning a lot. But I'm happy to have this sketchbook right now. It's an Etchr sketchbook, and it's hot pressed paper, and I've been looking and searching so long for a sketchbook with hot pressed paper. It's 220 grams, it's not 300, but it's close. I really like the look and feel of this book. This little logo of Etchr, and just look at these pages. It's so gorgeous with the rounded corners, and I just can't wait to use it. I'm also a little bit afraid to use it. I've been sketching mostly in a sketchbook just for pencil right now, and yeah, I may add this sketchbook when I get a feeling that I really dare to risk painting in it. But I'm just so happy that I found it, and I hope I will make a lot of paintings and fill the entire book, but I will keep you updated about that journey. Thank you for making it all the way to the art portion of the video. I promised that I would do a little demo of some of the art supplies, so here it is. Recently I started a tiny challenge for myself, without any time pressure. I'm creating a collection of 25 characters on just simple white backgrounds to experiment a bit with the animal types and clothing styles. In the end I want to make a large poster, and this is the first little critter I painted. So to demonstrate the materials, I decided to create the second character in this series. It's this little sketch I will try to make come to life in a painting. Here you can see me add some extra details with the graphite pencils I purchased. The video was already a tad long, so I haven't filmed the complete painting process, but I will show you how I add details with the oil pastels and white acrylic gouache. It is painted on 300 grams artist paper. I really enjoyed making this character come to life, and I'm very happy with the materials, especially the oil pastels. It adds such yummy texture to the clothing, I couldn't be happier I picked them up. Of course, I wish I could show everything in detail, so if you'd like to see one or more characters from my 25 characters challenge, let me know in the comments and I will see if I can devote a separate video to this. I hope you will enjoy watching the little demo with some nice background music, and I'll see you again at the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed the trip, the art supply store and the art supplies and the demo. I hope to see you in my next video. If you have any suggestions for new videos at all, just mention them down below. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed your company. I hope to see you soon. Bye bye!